Hello, everybody. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Fingers crossed for this stream. Come on, give me a good connection.
Yes. Hello, everyone who is just joining us. We are still setting up. I don't see anybody in chat though, so I guess we have to wait. But yeah, welcome to the SimTalks PODCAST today, and it's just me and Auvbri today. Also, hi on Aubri's channel. Hello.
Hello. I don't have anyone either, but we can just we can wait a little bit for people to join. I just need to create a sim here anyway, so
are you playing The Sims while we're doing this?
I just need a sim to look around the freaking world. I mean, the connection on my part seems to be yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
Which is what I mean. Why? How do I fix it? Come on, Fry. You're my computer guru.
I have to fix it now?
Yeah, I don't know how.
I hope it's streaming though. Like, I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, I'm really unprofessional. I'm just showing my game here. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's just start in Willow Creek stream.
Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay, just wanted to check that. Okay.
How's your streaming connection? What does it say?
Oh, it's because it's okay. It says it's all fine. Hello, everybody. I'm really happy to see you here. How are you?
Mine is green. Mine is green now.
I have Flaky Gaming, Kesha is here, Keys is here, Panda, and GTA. So those are on my side if you're ever asking.
2 GTAs. I have Hannah and Ash at the moment. We're still tuning people in here. But yeah, hello everyone.
How is everybody?
From Sweden. Wow. Is that Simproved? Oh my god, I'm a big fan.
Yes.
Hello, Naomi. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Okay, so yeah, we are totally going to do questions, guys. First, we're just going to have people tune in, and then Fry and myself are going to take a look around the NPC houses. We're going to talk about the Strangerville pack, which got announced and is releasing tomorrow for those of us who are not game changers.
Yes, I will show you a little bit of Strangerville, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm allowed now because it's always, let me just tell you, if you're an EA game changer, sometimes we get like an announcement. Like, we don't get what some people don't get is that they always think that we already know like 1 year in advance what's going to come. That's totally not the case. Maybe, no. I'm not sure, maybe like the bigger game changers, because they know the developers and kind of have like a little bit more, I don't know, freedom to know, because they kind of are in the program so long. But definitely me, for example, we get to know this stuff. I think this was like a week before, so I knew this since maybe Tuesday or something, so it's not that long ago. And I was like, oh, can I talk about it? When am I allowed to talk about it? I think it's good this way, because otherwise I would spoil everything. I'm really bad at this, but I was really happy that I could look at this before, yeah. So yeah, the game pack, of course, yes, yeah, we are talking about this. Like Auvbri said, we are going to talk about the ugliest houses in The Sims. If you know yes. some on The Sims 4, we will definitely look at those. I have like 3 in mind. Honestly, I have like one from Willow Creek that I really despise as well. So
from Willow Creek?
Yeah, in Willow Creek really? There's like one that I really don't like. I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah.
I always think that I always like building in Willow Creek because I feel like those are the prettiest base houses that come. I'm really interested to see what you don't like. And my Barry says if he's the only one who's disappointed in Get Famous. Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of people disappointed with Get Famous, I think.
Yes. I mean, we talked about it if you haven't watched our last podcasts. Again, I don't care. I just do some shameless self-promotion here. So if you haven't watched our latest episode, it is on both our channels. It's the January episode, so go check that out. We're joined by the always amazing Aiden, or you might know him as Evan Bumpkin, and we talk about a lot about expansion packs, stuff packs, and general things in the Sims world. The ugliest house, Barry says, is the starter Windenburg house in the square part of the map. Cool. We're gonna have to take a look at that as well.
Definitely. I also want to say hi to Hannah and Gusti Putu or something. I'm really sorry about all your names. And Panda and Keys is here, and Livy's from Belgium. Do you have also like the Belgian? I got recently a lot of comments from Belgium. Something's going on in Belgium. I'm trending there or something. I'm not sure, but I got like lots of comments the last weeks from Belgium.
Something's going on in Belgium.
Something's going on. Maybe I'm super famous in Belgium and just don't know it or something. I'm not sure. We like it, but it's a bit difficult, says Keys in my chat, that like Get Famous is a little bit difficult. I honestly have tried to, without cheats, get my sim to full 5 stars, like the biggest rating that you can have in. Yeah. And I'm still not there. I'm like hanging at 2 stars, and it's so freaking hard to get more stars. And I honestly hate when Sims, that Sims sometimes take so long to do stuff. I'm absolutely despising this. So sometimes I definitely hate the acting career, because you have to wait till you can go to this, what's it called, like the recall kind of thing. And then you can go back, and then you have to wait till you can. I just hate that. I hate the whole time management there.
It's not only in this expansion pack that does it. I feel like sometimes when you play the game, they can just stand around and take 4 hours to wash their freaking hands. It's so annoying. I mean, I don't understand how you're supposed to do all the stuff they want you to do within the time limit. That's kind of crazy to me, but it's might just be me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got my overlay done here. Sorry for being unprofessional. I'm trying. The house interior decorations in Windenburg are trash. Wow. Okay, Ash.
Some are really horrible. I think in Windenburg was also the the house with the blank wall where there wasn't wallpaper. I think they changed it in a patch somehow, but there was definitely one where I was like, hell no.
That's true.
This is not happening.
Brunetti, my lovely moderator, and we're joined by Defender as well.
Oh,
welcome.
Me too. Hi, Defender. Looking at all those lionfishes. He's like a special community member, so he can post this cool stuff here. That's so cool.
Brunetti asks me if I'm all right because I haven't been uploading in a while. As most of you knows, me and Fry, and this is why this is a kind of different episode of SimTalks than we normally would do, because we are both just coming out or in exams period, and I just finished mine, so I had to take YouTube to the back seat and just concentrate on that, and went really well. So I'm over my exams. Fry?
Yes, me too. Like my exams are done. So we had like the exams in the same 2 weeks, I would say. So
Flaky didn't realize we had different chats at first.
Yeah, we have different chats. I'm honestly, I should get your chat as well, but I'm not sure if I don't want to. Yeah, I think like because the internet is really bad, I don't want to open any Chrome stuff. So German internet, you already know about this. I'm always kind of I need all the bandwidth I get. So sorry, I can't. So it's always good if you can say like what's going on in your chat, and I will do the same about my chat. So
yeah, I have your chat open as well, and as long as I have a green stripe of connection in my live dashboard thingy, I'm happy. And as soon as it turns yellow, I'm like panicking here.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about because I can see any like colors. Where do you see the colors if it's green or whatever?
It's because when you go live on YouTube, you get.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking at that one.
No, it's just
because I can't. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So since we are all here now, I think like we have posted about this on Twitter. I think the chat is like I don't know, like full, but people are here. What do you want to do first? Do you want to talk about Strangerville, and I can show you a little bit on my side and screen share?
Screen share.
Yeah, I can on my. I can't screen share on your side.
No.
So people, if you want to, I'm sorry to, but like I'm showing you a little bit of the game first, like from the new game pack. Yeah. And all the questions about the new Strangerville pack. Just do it now, and I will try to answer them.
Fry's review of all of the items, go check it out if you're a builder, because she goes really in depth in everything, and I love that. So we can do Strangerville first, and then check out some of the horrible houses afterwards, and then
wait, let me do this a little bit smaller here, my little camera. So
it's so funny because I'm watching you on a delay, so everything I hear I don't see in the stream. But yeah, we're gonna do Strangerville first, look at horrible houses, and then we can do the question section later as the last thing. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever for me and Fry or for individual, hold on to them, and we will try to answer them to the best of our ability in the end of the stream. So yeah, go everybody on my stream. Don't close it down, but open the link that I sent to you guys for Fry stream.
Oh, that's so cute.
As well, so you can check out her Strangerville overview, because she has the game.
Yeah,
and I have to wait.
All right, so we are in the loading screen on my side at the moment. I'm going to explain it to you, but you can see it with a delay. Let's change to summer. Then we can have a look at the new Strangerville thing. So the first thing that I was thinking about, it's cool that it's like the game pack has a new world. But then again, do we even have like any game pack besides Parenthood that didn't have another world? No, we didn't, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, no.
So basically, I think it has like a theme going on. I would say that every game pack comes with a new world. That's just like a suspicion I have about how they work over there at Maxis.
Can we just really quickly talk about the fact that this is a game pack and it has the same amount of lots that came with Get Famous, which is
an expansion pack.
What the fuck? I don't understand. But yeah, I think the game world looks beautiful. It has. I don't know if you guys in the chat ever played the Strangerville stuff from The Sims 2, but it gives me those vibes all over again. So I'm super excited for this one.
Yeah, was it called Strange Town first, right? Like, so they kind of changed the name a little bit. That was kind of weird for me. I don't know why. It doesn't even give you any hints why it's called differently now. But yeah, it's what I thought first, because in my mind I kind of was realizing, it's supposed to be on Earth. I always thought that The Sims 2 Strange Town was supposed to be on Mars or like a planet, because there was like the one with the aliens on it. But we already have the aliens in the Get to Work expansion pack. So I was kind of thinking like, okay, what are they going to give us? Like, because we already have aliens, they can put it in now. And I actually thought before, when I announced it, like, hey, there's going to be a game pack, you're not allowed to talk about it, I was thinking like, is there going to be like another occult or like a new form of I don't know, like being for The Sims, but no, there isn't. So that's like the first question that I could answer. There's no other, like we still only have aliens, humans, and vampires as like the playable characters, I guess. But what I really, and it's also like a Grand Canyon kind of American looking town.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to move in my sim in the trailer. Oh wait, we can already go to one of the houses that is pretty lame. So we can do that and go on furnished. There we go. And so we can look a little bit about how it looks in game, like the town. Somebody wrote me on one of my review comment videos that it's supposed to remember them, or that it remembers them of Arizona or Southern California.
Yeah. Which
is probably true. I've never been there, but yeah, that's kind of like the vibe that you get there. If you look at I got like the Strangerville pop-up here, which appears if you just move into Strangerville, you can actually solve and do like the whole mystery as well, but it's I would kind of recommend to start with the aspiration or change the aspiration so you can, level that up as well and get like your extra points.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool idea that they seem to introduce a more story element aspect in this game pack instead of it just being, stuff and gameplay. It seems to be a bit more story focused, like we saw with this, like, Sims 2.
Yes.
Castaway stories and all those.
Absolutely, yeah, that's absolutely what I've played through the whole story here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've already played through it. It took me with cheating, by the way. So I've cheated, full skills. I cheated full mood, so I can only focus on the story and see how long it takes to pass this through. So with a sim that knows everything and can do everything and has like all the extra points with the steel bladder and, like all the... Yeah. It took about 5 hours to play through. So I can just imagine if you move there and want to do it without cheating, it can take way longer. Yeah. And that's just the story mode. That's just the story, with the aspiration. I'm not going to spoil the story. It's a really cool story, but it feels definitely like one of the Sims life stories or medieval, kind of these kind of things. So you can play normally and like just live in Strangerville. But if you want to go for what's going on there, nothing will happen if you're not going to do the things that you have to do the story, if this makes sense. So if you move into Strangerville, you get this pop-up. Welcome to Strangerville. The only thing stranger than the people is the flora. And soon after moving in, the town slogan is starting to make sense to you. Some of the locals are acting a bit suspicious, and there's a large number of military and scientists in town, which is true. There are lots of NPC Sims running around in lab coats or military uniforms. And then it's like, try asking people about Strangerville. They might be able to shed some light on the strange situation, which you don't have to do. It's just like an act, like something that you can do and talk about with others. If you don't do this, nothing will happen. Like you don't get little pop-ups about what's going on. So you can just live there and nothing will happen story-wise and nothing will progress. Yeah. If you do the story, though, sometimes you will do stuff, or you need to do stuff, which kind of changes the whole world and the look of the world, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's really cool. So it really feels like one of the life stories. Like the world will look a little bit different, and there's like more, I don't want to spoil it, but there will be more Sims of a certain kind walking around as NPCs than before, if you know what I mean. So there is like a progression that you can also see in the world and the Sims living around your Sim. So that's pretty cool. And it's I was kind of blown away about how they did that, but it's really cool, definitely.
Yeah. Do all the Sim though, do they look as freaking creepy as they did on Twitter? Because I have nightmares about that. I mean,
face. we can look around to see they're walking around in the beginning as well. So you're kind of inclined to figure out what's going on. So let me show you the world a little bit. Let me go into camera mode. So this is the Strangerville city town center or whatever. It's early in the morning because I just moved in. Looks very like American, I don't know, like modern Western town. That's how I was thinking about it. Yeah.
It just gives me the best Sims 3 vibes. When I saw this first time, I missed The Sims 3. I mean, I missed the open world, just having to go over to the shop on the one side. It's looks so good.
So it's really early in the morning on my side, and that's because not so many Sims are. That's also cool because depending on what hour it is, there are more Sims of a certain kind because they have their day off or something. So it kind of feels a little bit more immersive. So what I want to say in gameplay, the whole city feels a little bit more like a city. I don't know how they did this, but in my opinion, it feels a little bit more lived. Like people have schedules. Oh, there we are. There's already like a crazy person walking over there. Not going to. So this is what will happen if you live in Strangerville. You can't delete them. But yeah, this is Leslie. Leslie is also like one of the NPC crazy people, and they walk like that.
Oh my god! I just saw it now. Because of the delay. So that if you don't want to do the story mode kind of thing, right? Like with the aspiration, that's just one crazy NPC walking around. They're all dressed normally, and sometimes it's like certain NPCs living there, but I think if you move some Sims in, it's like kind of random who is acting like this. Oh, she looks so creepy.
It's really creepy, and sometimes they walk really crazy, and sometimes they stop and do like this really weird
their
body
eyes
kind of thing. Yeah, and their eyes, there we go.
Freaking smile. Oh my god, no, it reminds me of the Joker from the Batman.
It's kind of a little bit like that, definitely. And they're just walking around town, so this is something that will happen to you. So this is why Strangerville is strange. And that's actually the only thing that's kind of strange. Besides, what also is lying around are these kind of little flowers. If you don't do the story mode, by the way. There's like these little weird flowers that are glowing. They also have like a certain sound, which kind of has like a hum to it. And these flowers are everywhere, kind of, in the desert and stuff. And your Sim can take a picture of it and I think like look at it. That's it. If you don't do the story, if you do the story, at some point something will happen to these flowers. Not going to spoil that, but that's also part of how the world changes then. Because the whole world kind of changes then. And the flowers have, of course, something to do with that. Like these creepy looking flowers. Yeah, that's it.
Humara, sorry if I'm butchering your name, says that she wishes it also has that kind of storyline for the Goth family, like in the original Sims games, and I totally agree with that. The Goth family has always had a great storyline in every single game, and it's just non-existent in The Sims 4, so that's kind of... But yeah, of course, we won't spoil anything. Fry will not spoil any. No,
I'm not going to spoil it. I just wanted to explain how the gameplay is like implemented. It also feels like more as a gameplay pack as the other like gameplay packs before.
Yeah.
So it's definitely really more of a gameplay pack, definitely. And it's so much fun. Like, I'm not into gameplay at all. Like, everybody knows this. I just build. I don't care about The Sims. But I was really invested because I was like, oh, this is so cool. And definitely at one point when like the world changed because I was doing the story, I was like blown away that this is happening. Like I was like, what? This is possible.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
And that's really cool. That's really, really cool. So you can play in Strangerville as if it's like a normal town. I don't know if you can just delete the crazy people that like walk around. I mean, it's kind of distracting. But then again, it's just, I guess,
like the charm of
one or two Sims that act like this in Strangerville.
I mean, I'm a builder too. I don't play the game that much. That's why I have Let's Plays on my channel to force myself to actually experience The Sims. But I'm actually really intrigued by this. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
I'm like, I want to find out what the hell is going on. Why are people looking freaky?
Oh, there's another person over there. Okay, let me zoom in on that. So yeah, you have a certain amount of like crazy persons. There is something in the trailer. I'm not going to say this because I'm going through and I have like a short 6-episode let's play, which is just the story, like with cheating and stuff. It's supposed to be kind of like a guide if you don't know what to do or something.
Yeah.
So I have I've played through the story in like 6 episodes, really small let's play. And there was something that I didn't encounter throughout the whole let's play that was shown in the trailer. So I'm kind of bummed out about this a little bit because it was shown in the trailer. I just thought it's going to happen at some point. I'm not sure if this was a glitch or if I didn't look, everywhere. I don't want to spoil it, but like something that is in the trailer I didn't see anywhere in the whole world happening. And I was kind of bummed out about this.
They've done that before though.
I don't know because I haven't. There's certain the story is that it's basically kind of your sim has to do this a couple of amount of times. Like that you have a certain aspirations as well. For example, if they want to become the friend of the world, they have to have that many friends, So that's the same here. You have to do a certain like collectibles, for example, like, I don't know, 10 collectibles, or talk about Strangerville with X Sims, these kinds of lists that you have to do to get like forward in the story.
Yeah.
And here... What did I want to go say? It's more, that's the same here. So sometimes you have to collect stuff, sometimes you have to talk, sometimes you have to obtain the certain things that unlocks, there's like some unlocking system somehow in place and behind the scenes. And it was kind of interesting because it's kind of all fluently into the game. You can also have like a different how you obtain these kinds of objects that your sim has to have in the inventory, or how they get the collectibles. There are different ways to get them. So I think the thing why I didn't see something that is happening in the trailer is maybe because I didn't play it, or like I didn't collect these things how it's implemented in the game as well. So there are different ways to play the whole thing to kind of do the whole story. There are different ways. So you can just live normally there, have like a normal career, and do the whole quest on the side as well. So that's also possible.
Yeah.
Which is cool in my opinion. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a really cool pack, and you have had some time. What do you think about the overall build by items?
The build by items are not that many in this. It's the same amount, in my opinion, as maybe Outdoor Retreat. I think this is how it feels like.
Yeah.
There's more stuff, so to speak, in debug, because for the story, I'm not going to tell. By the way, if you're going to build, and haven't played the story yet, don't go into debug mode and don't look at the objects, because it's a major spoiler there.
Okay.
Don't do it. It's like it spoils the whole story. It's because the story is really cool. Like it's a really cool ending, and it's just very cool. But don't go into debug mode. I was kind of sad that because for me, like the dark horror stuff or like the special stuff, it's kind of weird and wonky. That's something that I like a lot in The Sims. That's the stuff that only comes like with 1 or 3 color swatches. And then we have stuff that kind of doesn't even seem to belong to Strangerville, in my opinion, because it's kind of normal things. Yeah. Like there's a picket fence and like new Victorian kind of friezes and stuff, which you can use in lots of builds. So don't get me wrong, it's like really cool because you can kind of use it more often than the special things. Yeah. But it's just overall a weird mixture of objects in this time. This time I didn't see like a theme going on, in my opinion. Like there's the self-made apocalyptic theme. Then there's this laboratory theme, definitely, because there's a secret lab here in Strangerville.
Hello, Simagirl.
Hello, Hannah. How are ya?
When I saw your review, the first thing I thought was there's like so many weird items that just makes no sense why it's there. Like, for example, the picket fence. But it goes really well with other stuff.
I was thinking that maybe the picket fence are supposed to be like for the normal houses that you can see here. Yeah. But then again, I don't see any picket fence here. There is, though, like this is the one neighborhood that is like maybe like the town center. Then you have like the rich people, neighborhood, which uses these fences and freezes and all that stuff. Spandrels, I mean. So yeah. Hi, Frankie, and hello, Leia.
But yeah, I'm looking really forward to getting tomorrow and actually having a play around with it.
Yeah, it's definitely really cool for gameplay, and it's something really new. So they kind of merged life stories with Sims 4. And it's lots of fun because definitely like the world changes and like I said, the Sims change around you as well. And it's really cool. Like I didn't expect that it's possible, to implement that in a Sims 4 game as it is.
I mean, it's a good thing that it didn't, hinder the performance issues that we have.
Yeah, but it's a really cool, like, since I'm German, or like we're Europeans, I was kind of bummed out that it's like it's an American city again and like an American town. But like having Roswell and Area 51 or something in mind, it kind of makes more sense. But yeah, I think you could also transport the whole story in like another town, because you just basically need the whole background. Oh, there's a secret lab with experiments going on and people are acting strange. You can kind of transport this everywhere. I've seen Sim Guru Kate, our community manager, for those who don't know, the community manager of The Sims 4. And she said one of the bigger inspirations for this pack was Stranger Things, the series.
Yeah.
And you can see this here a little bit as well. It kind of feels a little bit more like Stranger Things and X-Files and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool. But yeah, do you guys have any questions to Fry now that she has the pack, about the pack? Any things you want to know without spoiling the game, like from a gameplay aspect or builder aspect? Let her know in the comment section below.
I got like a question from Flaky, and the question is, do you guys know why it's not up for pre-order? It's not up for pre-order?
Really?
I don't know. Can you look this up? You have the better internet connection.
Yeah, I can just look now. I pre-ordered it today, actually, so I don't. Let me just see.
Frankie asked me, Fry, that mark is larger than your face. Yes, I know. That's like one of the marks of my large, big, giant boyfriend. And for him, that's like a normal cup. Like a tiny cup for him, but a large mark for me.
Available now. Start playing today. Get the game. Oh, what? It says for me that the game is available now and I can start playing it. I cannot pre-order it. I don't know why. There's no pre-order option for me either here. I don't know. Maybe that's like a bug or something, because I pre-ordered it earlier today here in the Danish Origin store. But yeah, it's not like you get any pre-order bonuses by getting this, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. There should be games enough for everybody, right?
Yeah.
But it releases, I mean, tonight at 12 o'clock here in Europe, it should release. Lisa said the game packs don't go up for pre-order, only expansion packs. Really?
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, so I had a question asking if you can kind of toggle the crazy Sims on and off so you don't have the crazy Sims. I don't see this happening here. What I can say though, they are gone if once you played the story. Yeah, at least I haven't seen one for 2 days, and usually you see them all the time. So
Okay.
I think, I mean, it has to do with maybe there is something here, because I think they wanted to do that. At least that was some of the features that they were saying, like, yeah, we know that some don't want this whole stuff, but I can't find it here in the game options. Maybe it's somewhere else. Let me look this up. Maybe it's like, this is the camera. Here's the calendar. Maybe here someday? No, that's seasons. But I was like, maybe it's, what's that? Own business? That's the club sign. Yeah, I think it's not happening. I'm still like a world famous celebrity. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't see it anywhere. So I think maybe they're going to implement this. Let me see if I can look in the, no, not the gallery. Maybe you can just delete the Crazy Sims out of the world. That would be my, one of my ideas, so. SimDonut asks, so far, will you be remodeling this town for your Alien Nation gameplay and build a Church of the Lionfish build? Yes, I'm going to do that.
Of course.
I'm not going to place that one. Okay, so I think I can look, manage households. Okay, so other households and then sort by, can I just see where they are? Yes, here we go. So we don't want these. Just going to look at the Strangerville households.
I never do that because...
and these are the Strangerville households that I have in game now. And I think, let me see if Leslie, because one is called Leslie. She's like the crazy NPC version, you know, like that's always in game apparently. Because I just reinstalled the game here. And yeah, we have Father Winter and like some... Why is there the Brindleton Bay things as well? Not sure. But yeah, apparently they are not in the neighborhoods as well. So know that you can toggle off the crazy persons, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But I mean, it's not like they do anything.
Yeah, they're just walking around crazily.
They don't come over and bite you like the freaking vampires.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Kate said something about it on Twitter that they were gonna do that toggle on and off thingy. So maybe in an update patch for the game, they're gonna do that.
Yeah. Hello, Paul.
Are you ready to talk about some of the amazingly beautiful
houses? Yeah, sure. I mean,
gurus.
I can show you the first one. That would be like a cool thing if you'd show them on your side, because I know you have seen the house that they kind of recycled for the Strangerville, which I'm living right now in. Like my sim is living in there, and it's the exact same house from Windenburg. That's true. Yeah.
Everybody who left my stream because I'm sitting here all alone. We're back on my part of as well, so you can have both streams open, and you can kind of see it from either side here. So I'm in the game as well. Obviously not the Strangerville, but Fry's gonna start us off with the builds that she thinks is just so good that they need a spotlight in the show.
So yeah, this is one of the starters that you also have in Willow Creek, and like another YouTuber, she's huge, you probably know her, Lil Simsy, has already pointed out, it's the exact, in Strangerville you have the exact same house.
Oh, as in
Willow Creek.
Really? Willow Creek?
Yeah, there's one in Willow Creek.
My god, I'm gonna go to that.
Yeah, and they just changed a little bit the layout of things, and the literally only thing that's new in the house is
a bathroom.
Is a laptop, and the bathroom is bigger, I think, or something.
Oh my god, that's so lazy.
That's super lazy.
Okay, so guys, if you want to see the house that she's talking about, go over to my stream. I'm in it right now. That's so lazy.
It's
I'm
the
looking
same. Yeah, I'm just going to look up on the layout. It's the exact same house. And yeah, like the other things are all base game. It's like a base game house, and it just put like a laptop in there. That's all. Like the laptops come, of course, in Strangerville, like with the Strangerville pack. But like, that's the only thing.
Can you go to the front of your house, like with the walls up?
Oh yeah. They changed the fence, so the fence and the spandrels are from the Strangerville as well. But that's exactly the only thing that's different.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
It's yeah.
Or maybe it's this one. I'm a little confused. There's two houses here in Willow Creek that looks exactly the same like that. I'm just gonna go to the other one. There it is. I feel like it's this one that you're talking about. People making a silly big thing.
Yeah, no, who cares? Bulldoze it or replace it again.
Here we go. It's this house. It's wow, okay. It's the exact same. That's so funny.
Yeah, the doors and the windows are different as well. Okay, yeah, okay. Still,
but
still.
Like, the layout here, like when I'm looking at yours from the front and then mine, let me just go to the front here as well. Like the only thing that they seem to change is the fencing, railings, and this like
the columns and spandrels. That's the one that came with the Strangerville pack, and then in the inside is exactly the same, except they moved around the like the table and stuff. But it's like all base game stuff.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Flecky. Because I went into the wrong house because there's 3 houses in Willow Creek that looks totally the same, but we're in the right one now, and I can.
Somebody says the foundation is different as well. So I have a brown foundation, the wooden foundation.
Oh yeah, I have a brown brick.
Okay. So they changed it as well, but it's still base game. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Also, it's different because you don't have so many new objects that kind of are for gameplay living. So there are no new sofas and no new armchairs and stuff. So it's not possible to build only like a functioning starter house with just Strangerville, because you wouldn't have a toilet and you wouldn't have, so you need base game stuff anyway. So.
No, that's true. But I mean, we talked about this in the previous episode of SimTalks as well. If they are running out of ideas or need somebody to build, why not get the community to build? I mean, this I know why they reuse a lot of stuff, and I get that because it is like development and stuff, but this is just straight up lazy in my head. I mean, and I can already, if I close my eyes, I can hear Lizzie talk about it, because she is just like the most savage person on YouTube. She's like, she will tear you down.
Yeah. Sim Donut says it's a shotgun shell style house. They're common everywhere. I mean, yeah, we have, you have these houses. Do you remember when we talked about your Danish, the bungalow kind of style houses that we have in Germany as well, like these recycled house plans. And yeah, that's true. You have this like all over the world, because it's just easier if you have like a house floor plan that's kind of easy to build like in real life, because it doesn't need as many resources or, all that kind of stuff. But I think if you have like a new pack, I think it would at be nice that the developers make an effort and do like a house with the new stuff as well, like, and don't recycle. It's just... I was thinking that maybe they put something new in there, I was just thinking could be nice. But yeah.
Is the bed the same too, or is it just like they changed a little of the layout I can see? But...
Yeah, and some colors. I don't know. We have I don't know which bed is that. Let me go into build mode and figure this out. The bed is called...
it's the same. No, it's not the same.
The varnish bed. It is.
I have the Mod Pod twin sleeper.
Oh yeah, that one. yeah. But yeah, like they changed a little bit, but it's still like the same layout and stuff. It's okay. It's not the ugliest house though. Like, okay, let's go to other houses.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have?
So,
You can go now. Yeah, like it's your turn to show the most ugliest house.
yeah, so if you head on to Willow Creek,
Okay.
when we talked about it and you said there was one house you hated, I hate if you go into the movers and shakers, so the gym.
The gym. You hate the gym in Willow Creek?
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Okay, let me go to Willow Creek as well. Let me look at it.
I hate it. It's
Wait, where's the gym? Like, there it is. Movers and shakers. Okay.
I don't understand what's going on. We have like a bar area on top, and then there's like showers, and then the gym area down below is just oh god.
I haven't really looked. This is also one that bulldoze directly. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I like the outside. I like the exterior.
The outside is actually really cute because it looks townhousey, you know.
It really fits with the street. But when you go inside, it's just, I'm gonna say it now, it's fucking horrible. I hate it. It's so bad looking.
Wait, let me get it. Oh my god, it's like the walls. What they usually do is they don't put lots of things on the walls.
Yeah, but
which is happening here as well. It's kind of, I don't know what's going on.
And what is the deal? Then you walk straight into the gym, which is fine because you do that in most gyms. You do that in my gym as well. But then you go upstairs and there's a freaking bar area. Why is there a bar and a seating area and all of these porno lights? Everything I don't understand.
Don't you have like a bar for like smoothies and stuff in your gym?
No.
Oh, because we have that in Germany. Like you come in,
really?
and then there's usually like a counter, which is also kind of like, maybe it's not a bar, but they sell you smoothies and water, and you can also buy, I don't know, like these plastic bottles that you can fill up, you know, with stuff, and towels maybe.
For those.
Towels maybe. Maybe it's because it's like the bigger gyms that I've been going to, you know, that have like, that are huge, that are like in a huge house and stuff, not these smaller ones, but usually you always have kind of like a counter where there's like somebody working there, you know, just administrative, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Velo Sim says, oh god, those lights. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of more nightclubby, so I wouldn't, that's definitely not how it looks like. It would usually be you come in and have like a white counter with some towels behind it, you know, like in a spa or something.
If you go into, I can see that in your stream as well, if you go into the bathrooms, and Flacky said this in my stream, what happened to this bathroom? There's literally missing walls.
Why is this one? Yeah. Yes.
Walls are missing.
Oh my god! I just see this. The wall is definitely missing. Yeah.
And every single time I use this, also in my Let's Play, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because if your sim is actually on the bathroom, they will ask everybody to leave, and they will stop what they're doing because it's one open room. It's like.
Yeah, but that's really, wow, it's a base game house and they didn't fix this in the patch.
Quality control, guys. What is happening with this? I mean, you tell me to be professional. What the fuck is this?
And it's like just, you press B and then you go that way. Check. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Wait, it's not happening. Oh, can you put like a wall there?
I cannot put any walls. It's like, oh, okay. It's definitely a big glitch.
Oh, maybe the walls are just not showing, or is it really like that they can't? I mean, I can't test this now because I'm build mode. I
can't. I'm in build mode as well, and if you try to delete a wall where there was supposed to be one, it says that a wall doesn't exist. So there's something going on here.
I can delete. No, I could delete the wall.
Really?
Yeah, I could delete
only
it.
The one wall, right?
It also deletes the whole like, of course, the doors and stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to paint it and put like a new.
Or please have the Maxis houses. Yeah, we're gonna get to the Get Famous houses without toilets because those are.
Yeah, let's go to that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Manage worlds. So that's Del Sol Valley. For those who don't know, that came with the Get Famous pack.
Yeah, Flacky also says in they've clearly been doing this since the base game. They're just realizing it now.
Serial offenders. Serial offenders we have here.
Like, I like the idea that they think they can get away with it and nobody noticing it.
I think it's because they put in maybe the houses way later, like short before they do the release maybe or something.
Yeah.
And there's like no real quality, like no time for quality control kind of things, that they kind of revisit the whole thing.
But again, that's just where I think
I'm not sure, but that could be like a reason why this is happening. Sim gurus can build. I'm not sure though, like who was like like SimGuru Houts is the one who came up with the build mode, how it is in Sims 4. He was like there from Sims 4, and he did like the whole drag and drop thing, all that kind of stuff that we love now. He's kind of the developer who's behind it all. And what I really want to see is like a build from him. Like I want to know which house, if he ever built like a house, if he would be like the one that maybe does nice house because he did the build mode. That's the thing that I would like to know. So is it the Bailey Moon house or is it the chateau?
It's both of them. There's another problem with the other house.
Which one are you in though? Like
Bailey Moon.
Bailey Moon. Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, he started that idea with the drag and drop in The Sims 3 already with the blueprints builds, and then kind of just went on from there. So I don't feel like sim gurus can't build. I just feel like sometimes they don't have enough time and maybe don't spend as much time in the building aspects of the game as we do. So we know, I mean, if you guys haven't seen the video on Sim Supply's channel where he actually sits down with one of the gurus and build a house, you can kind of see that there's a lot of stuff that he don't know, or tricks, tips, just like general knowledge about building a house that is just like non-existent. So
I'm looking at the upstairs bathrooms. There are 2 of them upstairs, and both of them don't have a toilet. But upstairs, but upstairs there are 2 next to each other. And
both of those are missing toilets. And if you go over to the bedroom as well, in the master bath,
there's another bedroom. Wait,
you're like on the end. Oh, down.
Okay.
So no, it's on the upstairs, but it's on the other end.
Wait, downstairs there's one that has a toilet though.
Yeah, but upstairs there's the biggest of the bedrooms that has an ensuite bathroom, and there's no toilet in there.
What?
You can see it. Oh, it's
where the hell?
Red bed.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay, see it.
There's no toilet in there either, which is just
I think. Wait, that one? Oh yeah, the bigger one. Yeah. Yeah, there's no toilet in there. What's going on?
It's the house without peeing.
This house is so awful, says Frankie. Yeah, I totally agree. And then there's like some things like, I mean, they did basically quite good for, SimGuru and PC kind of house for that bedroom. Like that bedroom is kind of already styled, in my opinion. But then you go to this awful, very sad walk-in closet, blue, I don't know, like it's a blue little room. Yeah. And there's such a tiny little drawer in this huge, and like a freaking mirror on the other wall, and it's like, did they? It's just, I don't get it. Like you can easily fit 2 of these closets next to each other without even cheating or something.
Famous people don't poop. Yeah, that's right.
Famous people don't poop. They have steel bladder or something. I don't know what's going on.
But one thing that really annoys me about the builds that the Sim Gurus does. I mean, this is prime example. Do you go downstairs, see all the freaking space? I mean, there's like a half a kilometer between the couch and the...
By the way, I've seen like lots of my comments are as well, like if you do like a huge build, like modern especially, you have these huge halls kind of, that feel kind of really grand. And I've got like lots of comments of people asking me what I do then to make this look a little bit more decorated, you know. And the easiest option for this huge living room, in my opinion, would be to just take this sofa and put this over here. And then you take the sofa again and put this over here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you take the sofa and put this over here. So you have like different kind of...
And maybe even scale the rug up or something so it actually fits bigger.
Yeah, what I also like to do is in these big houses, take like a floor tile and do it in like a different color. So we have get to work here actually. Like there's not even a get to work color tile here. You can put this in to kind of section it a little bit more. And then definitely I would do like more of these tables, you know, so they're like a large table in the middle. Maybe you can even put like a sculpture in there because it's like a huge modern house. So you can go crazy with the sculptures and, you know, all these ugly base game sculptures that are huge. Can you remember them? Like you never use them, but you could put them in here. Like I can see them being used, so you can scroll down all the way down and take like the most biggest, I don't know, where is it? Like there are a couple of them that are kind of obviously horrible. These ones, for example.
You're totally right, and I'm totally with you on that. And Rita also says that they always have so much space but very little things, and that's the problem I have. I don't mind there being a lot of empty space, but just, I mean, freaking fill it with something so it doesn't look like...
Wait, let me put in Moo. Now I'm into it, like into basically making this thing better.
Just do a makeover of the freaking build.
Just doing a makeover real quick. Hold on, guys, I'm onto something. All right, going to make this a little bit more livable.
I'm just gonna get a go at it as well.
But yeah, it's different. It's kind of it's hard to do these huge modern mansions because you have this, like, the space. Definitely, I agree. It's harder to furnish them a little bit. You know, you have to get, like, creative with walls and stuff. But, yeah, what do I have to, like, what could I say? Like, it's The Sims. It's the Sims team, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to bash the person. Like, I think it also has to do with performance. I don't want to put in so much stuff. Obviously, like, yeah.
Performance.
Performance.
Love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. I mean, when I die, I wanted to say performance issues. It'll just be hilarious. But I feel like I can see what you're doing as well, but just like also maybe get a feature wall or something. Oh yeah, you're doing that too.
Yeah.
Just because it's delayed, so you can then scale these thingies up.
Kind of looks weird though. Like, I don't like the armchairs at all.
I like how this just turned into a
build. Let's build together.
Let's build together a video.
I can see us doing like a live stream like this. So we give ourselves like 1 hour to renovate a house, and we can live stream it so people can watch what I'm doing, what you're doing, and then we are going to. Cool. You only have like 1 hour to do. That would be like also like a cool idea. But like, yeah, we could totally do that at one point.
I mean,
and people can vote maybe beforehand what house it's going to be or something. But yeah, I think that's
yeah, that could be really awesome. I feel like we should do that. I'm gonna delete these. I think
they're not allowed to use move objects. Yes, I agree. So I think like what they couldn't do is put these in here, like my sculptures. But definitely some things are possible, like indoor frames, like indoor columns, which I usually do with feature walls, you know.
I'm looking at yours now, and our builds already
look the same.
They look the same but look different, you know.
Yeah.
And I turned on move objects as well because
hello. I mean, we could go for maybe like something like a challenge with not move objects and kind of renovate it. So we kind of get like a feel how the developers have to do it. But I still think it's going to be more cluttered and stuff, like.
Yeah,
I think it's possible without move objects, actually. I just put it in now.
I honestly want to do that now. I like.
I'm going to delete what I just did. And then we.
Oh, you don't have my stream open.
No.
I've done shit.
No, I can't see it because Hi Simona, how are ya? But yeah, wait, let me undo BB move objects. There we go, it's off. Then let's see.
This is
can we scale something up because they use upscaling in some of their NPC houses?
I've scaled things up and down because it's part of the game.
So that's not possible. Okay, like I have some things that's not allowed to be next to it. Okay, but can I put this? Yeah.
I think I've done what I want to do with this. With this one, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do, and it's just like it turned into a whole thing.
We can also only use base game, and of course get famous for the house, right? So
yeah. But I mean, just like this, I feel like that looks a lot better. I'm turning on my stream so I can watch Fry stream at the same time. Cool. I just step away to get a snack, and now it's a
build off. It's a build off. Oh, that's so cool. Let's do call it a build off or something.
Flaggy says it's a let's fix EA's house to stream.
Yeah, I like it. Why not? We could totally.
I mean, that could be a really freaking fun idea. I'm up for that. Whoop. Like, bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it. I mean, I want to do that with you now, Fry. I'm like, do this. But yeah, I feel like just a basic. I'm done building, by the way, because I don't know what to do.
It just did like the. Also, I just realized that the red curtains in Get Famous look pink.
Yeah, I never use curtains because I just don't like them.
Really? I like these long curtains, like the huge ones. I like them because I use them in my real life. In real life, and but these are not red. These are pink, in my opinion. Wait, maybe in black they look better. Yeah, let's do them red and black then. As always, black is the better color.
Of course, because what else?
But yeah, this is basically how I would do this. Maybe I don't know. I also think that the most saddest object in here is the tiny what's it called? Stereo
yeah.
Kind of hello, I'm over here, help me. It's just in that corner.
A proper one.
I don't know, is this the best one they have over there?
Yeah, from the base game it is, but I'm just I just chuck in stuff now because I think it looks good. I'm gonna put a DJ booth.
DJ booth. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like just an overall better quality control would really go a long way. Just people sitting down taking 5 minutes to see if they miss a freaking toilet because.
Some Donut says in The Sims 4, black is gray and red is pink. I agree. The black is also a dark gray usually in The Sims 4. Only with Spa Day. With Spa Day, there comes a really deep black kind of wallpaper and tiles and stuff. And also the same with clothing. Some black, because I use black obviously a lot. Some black clothing is actually dark gray and not black. And I hate this, especially when you want to mix that with other black objects and then kind of looks different colors all of a sudden. Yeah.
The freaking matching in this game is so hard.
So yeah, I think let's go to the other one, Chateau Peak or whatever it's called in this whole valley.
Let's just go to. I mean, at least they got a nice fixer-upper thing going on here.
Frankie asks if have you guys ever thought about making game save with all your own builds? Yes. I'm actually working on one with just the Willow Creek campus in San Myshuno, which takes a lot. I actually also don't know how to do this, like what kind of save file that would be, like where I find the file. Somebody has to tell me. Maybe Frankie can tell me later. Yeah, because I already have Granite Falls done and like I have a couple of worlds done.
I'm building all over the place. I just build on the lot that I think looks the prettiest for the house that I'm doing. Yeah. But I can totally do that. I mean, I have so many builds, so I can totally...
Yeah, I mean, me too, but I want to have it themed kind of, if my save file goes up, it kind of has to... all do, and this is why I haven't done Oasis Springs at all. Like I have a couple of Oasis Springs builds, but I think they don't fit together like all in one, kind of cohesive look for it. So yeah, I'm at Chateau Peak with the so upstairs the toilet is there, but downstairs
Rita says that I like how your two renovations is the same but different. Yeah.
Everybody has like their own style.
I hate this house. I'm just gonna be blunt. I think it's awful. Especially the outside, it doesn't match the interior at all.
The exterior is the most horrible house ever. Like honestly, downstairs we have columns around the windows. Upstairs, second level, the windows don't match to the, they're not in line with the other windows. I would have deleted those two windows at least, and this one. Or maybe put one here.
Oh, we are different ones. I'm at like, what is her name? I'm just gonna go back. But yeah, that house is horrible as well.
Chateau Peak, I wanted to do like the bigger one. And Grumpy Sim says, Simproved Romeo built this and this house started toilet gate. Yes, that's the toilet gate house.
That's true.
And
okay, I'm at the Peak house now. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, this is also horrible. Yeah, this is again with the space issue. Why is the front entrance just...
Also, there's like this, it's like concrete, like there are tiles on the floor. There's no real garden, but they still put a fence to the entry, and the entrance is like on the second level, not downstairs. It's like, yeah. Why is that? Can you tell me like why the entrance looks, how it looks? It's just weird.
I just noticed the columns that you talked about from the...
Like the columns are only downstairs, and also
they don't even fit the build though.
It's just
like the styles don't match.
I don't know. I would have actually first of all aligned the windows, because it's just like a freaking rectangle, and then there's a rectangle on top, and then they put the effort to put like a diagonal roof on top. That's it, and it's the same. I mean, you can go for minimalism, but if you do minimalism, then do it good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like in the back as well, the windows don't line up.
Yeah.
Which is really...
the windows are the most irritating ones, because I hate this when people do this as well, like in some of their builds. Like, I don't hate it, but it doesn't make sense in this kind of build.
Just gonna change it because it looks horrible.
Yeah, I did change it as well. Like... It's so easy to fix. Just delete one and move one to the other side.
Also in the front, no. I mean, I don't understand why the entrance goes up like that. That makes no sense in my head.
Oh yeah, the frieze. You could put up like a big frieze or like a trimming on the second level, so it doesn't look as horrible. I agree there. Thank you, Simdonut. So you put like a, what's it called? Exterior trim on the second level, so the columns kind of hold up this trim. That's true. It kind of looks better now. And also I would do this under the pool if that's possible. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe also here. Why is there there's no trim at all?
I don't understand. Yeah. Sometimes I really want to sit down.
So many questions.
Yeah, I really like question gate. I just want to sit down and figure out what the heck is going on. I mean, damn it. I want to be a builder from the Sims team now. Just like
Sim Donut says, like I said, gurus can't build. I agree. I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just like a basic trim, actually. Do you have this problem as well?
With what?
With the trims, that sometimes you have to lay down a new room because it doesn't actually.
Definitely, trims can only be put under a room, so sometimes you have to put like a floor tile or something under it.
Which is just annoying.
I'm going to go for small little lionfishes real quick, but I will leave you on my stream so people can hear you, but I will definitely mute myself and don't show the video. So
and in everyone in Fry's stream, I can see the chat as well, so I can still answer questions and we can take a look. So if you want to see what's going on, head over to my stream where we're still taking a look at this amazingly beautiful house. I don't know what it is about this house, but Rita says in my stream it's so ugly, and the front is so ugly. I stealing Fry's viewers. No, would never do that. I don't understand why, if they're having trouble with builds, just ask the community. I mean, there's so many builders of us out there, and I'm sure, and we just talked about this, me and Fry, if there are restrictions like you can't use move objects, you can only use the items from the base game and from the expansion, you could still come up with something that's so much better than this, because I feel like, I mean, I would do it for free. Honestly, I would do it for free. I would create houses for free if it meant that the community got something really cool looking instead of this. Let's just say it as it is. It's kind of like half-assed done, which is probably what annoys me the most. I honestly want to do a fixer-upper of this and just go to town. I mean, again, with the wasted space, I mean, I know it's super modern looking and it's clean and stuff, and I kind of like these rocks here that we have in the build, but it's just, I mean, come on, what is with all the free space? Seeing that your sim takes forever to go from one side of the house to the other because there's so much negative space here, at least fill it with something, right? Flaky says, what I don't understand is that there's so much, that there's that there is such a thing as playtesters. Like, is it actually a job? Blah blah blah. Never bother replying to playtest. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi, welcome back.
Okay.
We've just been talking about people said that I would be happy to build for the Sims team for free if it meant that I could have a hand in what the builds are going to look like, and I'm not like the restriction of move objects and you can only use items from the base game and the pack that you're given is fine by me. I mean, I still feel like
they did something similar when Newcrest came out, like the patch with Newcrest. Didn't they ask some? I mean, those builds, of course, didn't make it into like what people have in their game when they just start the game. Yeah. But they kind of asked people to just build something without move objects and, you know, with base game and stuff. And
yeah, exactly.
But that's something that I would like to see as well. Like, of course, I would be honored that I can build like a house for them. That's really like in game, like already standing there in game. But then again, I think it has to do that they maybe don't have that much time. Like, they have the lots and they have like a couple of, you know, things implemented. But like, I think that the houses are like the last things they add. And so you don't have time to ask people and like put it in the game and stuff.
Yeah, but it's just, you really see that. You can see that the houses is the last afterthought. I mean, look at this one, and also the one where what is her name? Judith, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You can see down there. That house is horrible.
Yeah, with the round windows that are super small.
Yeah, and the exterior fits nothing with what the interior looks like. It's just so bad. Bye, Frankie.
Bye. Thank you. Praise to the lionfish god, blessed are his fins. Yes. Thank you so much for being here. And Rita, hello, and Yuri as well. Hello, Yuri. How are you? So yeah, wait, let me look at. Oh yeah, what I also hate is in Windenburg. Let me go to Windenburg. Where is it?
Okay.
There. Windenburg.
Oh yeah.
Windenburg. Oh yeah, the Disco Pan Europa. It's one of the most saddest nightclubs that I could ever witness. Like, if this nightclub is ever going to be built in real life, it's going to be the saddest nightclub ever. Like, people won't feel good there. Like, it's just, I don't know what's going on in there, but that's like the worst disco nightclub thing I've ever seen. Ever. Like, every noob can build better. It's so freaking empty.
I mean, also, when I do my Let's Plays, if people ask me, like, hey, do you want to hang out here tonight? I'm just like, nope, I don't want to go to that club. I hate it.
Yes, exactly. So there's also like some design choices where they try to be like cool and kind of innovative, which is the pool around the dance floor.
Yeah, but why? And then what I absolutely hate, wait, let me put up the walls. What I absolutely hate is like the huge, big, rooms. That's the one with the dance floor. So they have like one dance floor. I don't know why they just put the dance floor, copy that, and put like another one next to it. Yeah.
And then again, under the dance floor is like a bar that's like the most saddest lounge bar I've ever seen. There's like two sofas and like a tiny small bar. Nothing is on the wall except one of these porno lights in normal color.
Yeah, exactly. Also, there's also a dance floor downstairs. But if you guys ever go to this nightclub in gameplay, nobody's downstairs. Ever.
Nobody's there.
There's not even a bartender in the bar downstairs. Like, the DJ is not there. The bartender's not there.
Also, what I absolutely hate is that the bar is like on the other, like, it's a tiny bar, and then there's like in the other, like in the corner, so you have to go like through, like no nightclub ever would make the bar, which is basically your main income in the nightclub, by the way. Like the most money you make is not by, entrance fees, it's like by the bar, by the alcohol that you so you try to put the bar like very prominently somewhere so everybody can access it. But here it's like somewhere in the corner, and then there's like one downstairs. Doesn't make any sense at all to put the bar there. Like, the first thing that you do if you build like a nightclub or do like the interior design of a nightclub is, where's the bar, where's the dance floor, where's the toilets going to be? Because the toilets, for example, those can be like somewhere like in the corner, but like I don't get anything. Like, I would have put the bar where the freaking lights are, the sculpture things. That's where I would have put the bar, like next to the, I don't know. Like next to here. God,
that would have been perfect, because
I don't get
it's
it.
Right to the dance floor.
Right to the dance floor. Sims don't have to walk up. Like, I don't get it. Like, that makes so much more sense.
Also,
to put this
upstairs, here. I don't understand what they were doing upstairs. Just like, if there's gonna be seating areas, at least have the seating areas next to the railing,
seating areas. Don't let me.
So you can actually see what the hell's going on downstairs. I mean, wow.
And also the seating area. What I absolutely dislike is like floating galleries, like in a certain amount of, like for example, there's like nothing lifting up, holding up this whole floor, and it's just there. So what I would like to see is at least like a column or something, to put in there, because it kind of doesn't make sense in my opinion. Like, realistic, it's not a realistic build. Like in real life, this is not possible to build.
No, at least if the gallery was a bit smaller,
you can make it maybe thinner or something. And also the bathrooms is just,
horrible.
Do I have to talk about this, because this is
They're horrible. At least they put in toilets. So.
Yeah, I mean, but why are the toilets like? Why are they even upstairs? Like, put them downstairs in the sad, next to the sad lounge or something. I don't know. Like,
yeah, put them down in the basement where nobody goes anywhere.
Yeah, it's just. I don't get it. It's really weird. I don't want to.
Yeah, I like, don't know about you.
Yeah, it's a sad sitting area.
Yeah,
saddest sitting area ever.
The first thing I did was build a new nightclub here. So I built my own because I hated the other one because it's so bad. It's just, and it doesn't like. It looks horrible from the outside as well. It makes no sense. Why is there flags on top of the roof? I don't understand that. Is it like the UN building? Is it like...
See? Oh my god, I didn't even see. I guess it's because Pan Europa, so they wanted to go. So I don't know why. I don't know. I think this is also, I don't know. Do we have Europeans like in the? Maybe it's something they have in America, because in America I know they have like their flag everywhere. It's kind of a thing, you know. We don't have this in Germany because we're kind of ashamed of being German. So maybe you have that in Denmark. So if you have it in Denmark, that's cool.
I mean,
I don't know.
We in Denmark we have flags in gardens and stuff, and when we celebrate birthdays we use our flags as well, but we don't just go around hanging our flags on the freaking
that's
porch.
definitely something I also don't see this like in other countries. We have this in Spain now more prominently because they have like a thing with Catalonia trying to be independent, so they have like Spanish flags, and like it's a more of a political thing now to put these out, but usually you only have this like on the national day, you know, like these kinds of, you know, national celebration day or whatever.
Yeah,
then you
exactly.
have that. Or maybe if it's a soccer match or something, you know, like...
Yeah, exactly.
Then, so it's...
But that's so American too. I mean, I love how the Americans trying to build a European city, and this is what they think about when they think about a European nightclub. No. No.
Yeah, it's like a really weird nightclub. Like, also from outside, it looks horrible. Like, this one side. There's like one side. Wait, I'm going to zoom on this side, and then just I think you will know what I mean. It's like there's one side with a red stripe and a white stripe and some windows and gray tiles,
I'm
and
I'm at it.
I don't get that one. It's also like really freaky looking. I mean, the other sides, it's one of the most ugliest nightclubs and saddest nightclubs I've ever seen. And also it's not realistic, which I hate, which you can do so easily. Like, even with this layout, you like with the bar thing, we immediately made this a lot better, like with just one click and putting a bar there. And also I would put the whole freaking toilet thing situation down to the sad lounge or whatever that is.
Rita says that the last time she was in this nightclub was 3 years ago or something, and the sitting areas on the top level don't even have a freaking table. yeah,
like just imagine you're sitting upstairs, you have like a drink in your hand,
and you can just sit with that drink.
You sit totally close to one another, like if one is sitting on the one sofa and the other one, like you're totally close with like a like a freaking glass, and you're looking at each other like this. Yeah. Because it's so close to one another, and you have like a drink, and it's like, how are you doing? It's like so weird. Like no sitting area would ever look like this.
Ash says that no flags on nightclubs unless it's a pride flag for a gay bar, and I totally agree. I've never seen a flag on a bar in Europe ever. Like not like
maybe
that.
Maybe the LGBT rainbow flag or something.
That's freaking just, everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, this just looks like the top of it. If you just don't look at the nightclub and just look at the roofing and the style of that, it looks like the freaking UN building with the flags. You just need a couple of more.
What the hell is going on here? Like, I have a glitch in my foundation. I just recently think.
Oh yeah, me too.
Okay. We also found like a glitch. Hi, Faustine. How are you? So
it looks like something's clipping through. What the hell is that? There's nothing to clip through there. I don't understand.
I think it's a different foundation or something.
Oh, it's because the foundation from the staircase. Oh my god, this is so unprofessional.
Oh my god, I didn't even put like the real foundation there. It's like... Yeah. Oh god, okay. Yeah, not going to talk about that. Rita says she doesn't understand why windows that are the same style just never have the same swatch. I agree. Sometimes, like you have a whole set of windows, like a bigger one that's 2x2, and like a 3x3 or something, that are like in the same style. And sometimes there's like a white color swatch for 2 of them, but then the third one in the same style has like no white color swatch.
Yeah, or it has like a white color swatch, but then it has green accents, and it just
something
still
different.
doesn't match.
It's
so stupid.
Okay.
Oh my god! They turned the window the wrong way. So if you go to the side of the building, there's like these windows with the bars across, right with the red stripe. You can kind of see it there.
Wait. Where? Again.
In the front.
In the front.
So go from the front and then go to the left side of the building. There's like this balcony, and we have the windows with the bars across.
Wait, on the front or the balcony?
No, on the side of the building with the red stripe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And one of the windows is turned the wrong way. It's turned the wrong way, so the bar is on the inside and not the outside build. You're confused.
Yeah, I am confused. I'm like looking at it and like, what do you mean?
The front. Okay, so look from the entrance of the builds, from that side of the water front.
The entrance. The entrance is here, isn't it? There.
I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up. The opposite side.
Yeah, I'm looking at the entrance. Oh yeah, I see what you mean now. This window on the left, yeah.
Yeah, it's the wrong way. My God. So annoying. Sims
builds, pre-made Sims builds. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the ugliest, saddest nightclubs I've ever. Like, if you want to have a good time, like you're super drunk and you're with your friends, you already drank something at home or something to get ready or whatever, and then you want to go to a nightclub and just imagine you're going there. And it's like,
Rita says she's actually laughing. I feel like she's laughing at you, which is good for me. But I really like the bathhouse, like the public pool area in Wittenberg. I feel like that's really cool.
Oh wait, let me load this up because I have like a negative thing about this in mind. I can't say why, because I only visited once and never went there again, because that was one of the first lots. Yeah, that was one of the first lots in Wittenberg that I built on. I built like my aquarium there. So that one was deleted really easily because I don't see why I need a public pool. I just thought I'm going to build a private pool on my lot, so I don't have to share.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at it, it's kind of interesting.
It's one of the better builds.
It's definitely one of the better builds. Yeah. It's not perfect. Also, by the way, yeah, you can see it. Did you know that round rooms can't have a trim anymore? And you can see it upstairs on this. Yeah.
No, why?
And you can even see it here. They did have a trim, but now it's like a bug that you can't have a trim around round corners anymore. It's a bug. You could have that though. Like you had this in base game even. Yeah. So there's something happening in the game right now that you can't have this around.
Oh, that looks so bad.
Now it looks really awful. It looks like a bus station or something.
Yeah. Just need a couple of benches underneath.
Yeah. And then you have can wait for the sky train over here or something. I don't know.
Oh my God, that's so bad looking. Wow.
I mean, the interior is kind of sad already, but I like the exterior is like not perfect, but it's at least a little bit.
Again, it looks like this person actually put some effort into it, which I feel like there's just so many of the builds that's just horrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I like the pool side, like with the what is it, like the floor that has like cut out little things. That's something they never did before. It's kind of like a cool thing to do with the trims and stuff. And also like with the windows, kind of looks different. It's not perfect, but it's at least.
What windows are these?
Those are like.
Oh, it's because of the columns. Okay, I was just so confused.
Oh yeah, the columns. Yeah.
I
didn't even notice that there are columns around it, but yeah, at least they put like some more, into it with the columns and stuff.
Rita says that it's worse than a bus station. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Yuri writes in my chat, maybe they're working on adding round rooms or something similar. Maybe. I don't know. I seriously don't know. But it would be cool. Like, we wanted to have round walls since, I don't know when.
Round walls, spiral staircases, please.
And L-shaped stairs and cars. And, I mean, there's some stuff that's still missing.
The list is freaking long. I mean, it's not even that long of a list. It's like, if you just give me 2 freaking round spiral staircases, a modern one and a traditional one, I would be happy. Like, that's all. I'm not even kidding. I'm so sick and tired of the stairs in this game because they take up so much space.
Guys, do you also have like some NPC houses that are really ugly so we can look at them on stream?
Any houses of the NPCs that you want us to look at that is made from
I'm
the
like
Sims?
Thinking that some of the houses in the Windenburg, like the Tudor framing houses, there are some of them that are really ugly, but I don't want to say the word Adrian because you always keep on laughing.
You almost said it. I loved it. It's just like horror, really bad.
Really bad. Simdonut says we can't even place stairs on a diagonal, which drives me nuts. Yeah, it drives us all nuts. Like,
I don't understand.
How many times did I build something diagonally and was like, I can put stairs there. Now I have to change the whole layout of it.
And then it doesn't fit anymore, and it's just like, oh, God.
Hello, Brandon. Yeah, it's just.
Hi, Brandon.
Yeah. On the left corner, for me, the different stairs take priority. I really need them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would like spiral stairs at least, like just for space sake.
Yeah.
And have a different shape of like a stair, or maybe even elevators. I mean, we have them in game now. Why don't they work? Why can't I put like an elevator in my house?
The one with the okay, so is it the bear household you're talking about, Ash? Ash is saying that we need to look at the house that the 2 ladies are living in Wittenberg.
Bear, yeah, Yuki and Candy Bear. Yeah, okay, let's look at them.
Okay, let's take a look at that.
Exactly, for one little house it will be really useful. Yeah, it's like small houses and stuff. It would be cool to have spiral stairs.
To the library.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this house I remember.
Toddlers need a toddler bed to sleep. Thank you, game. Didn't know that. But yeah, oh my god. Off-centered, oh my god. What I really hate is like when something is not symmetrical but the rest is, and the entrance is like, why the hell?
I already fixed it.
I can't put this there because there's something intersecting it. What?
Yeah, but
because
why
they put
is there
the freaking...
a room there?
Is it the toilet? No, there's nothing there.
No, there's nothing in there.
Maybe they wanted to put, and also the freaking.
They forgot to put in a toilet.
They wanted to put the wardrobe. Wait, this one is like already in there. It's in the wall, but that's move objects like in it. I don't get it. Okay, I'm going to put this away. I don't know why they did this, but we can just fix it by.
Yeah, I already fixed it. I centered the front door and moved the wardrobe over to the side, so it's good and nice looking now, because that's something. Is there a DJ booth in here?
There's a DJ booth, yeah, because Candy is the DJ and Yuki is the gamer girl. I think that's the whole backstory of those two. They are from Sims, My Sims, I think. There's also My Sims figurines from them.
I mean, I don't hate this house. Honestly, it could have been worse.
Oh my god, the blue tiles in the kitchen are just freaking awful.
And
why is there a rake and like why is there the gardening equipment in the kitchen? Like, how big are their pans and pots? Like, what are they? Is this like a spoon and like a fork for them or something? Like, what is this? Why are those in the kitchen?
I need you to say the word, Fry. I need you to say it.
Horrible?
Yes. It is horrible.
I started to renovate this house a little ago. I need to finish it because this house is horrible. Yes, the rake and shovel are for tossing salads, obviously. Says Simona. It's a salad. Yeah. It's salad for salad, yeah. Oh my.
The one that I am talking about has a brick wall around it. It's so bad. Oh, okay. So you can
let's go into world view again.
But I don't like this house is not the worst.
It's okay. Like the interior design is like quite cute because the personalities kind of come to show. But still, like there's a freaking rake and a shovel in the kitchen, and we don't talk about that.
I think it's the Free Spirits household. So up in the up beside the bar.
The small one, 20 by 20.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at that one. No problem.
Oh, you don't have anyone? Oh, it's because, again, your freaking stream is delayed, so...
Yeah.
But I feel the world that I feel like got it the best is Windenburg and City Living.
City Living has... Yeah. I think... Yeah, those words are... Okay, let me look at this.
Is it this one, Ash? Yes, as Ash said that this is the house. Okay, so we have a lot of empty space, which I hate.
Wait, empty space in the interior, you mean?
Yeah, in the interior.
There's like this hallway where nothing is in there.
Yeah.
But I think from the exterior, it kind of looks good, to be honest.
It's a really cute looking house from the...
And but the only thing that I think that some will kind of find weird is like the overhanging second floor. But that's something very European, and we have that in Germany a lot. So maybe you are not used to that, but we have that in Germany. That like the ground level is smaller and the upper level is overhanging on some points.
Yeah, should we, now that we're talking about this hang thing, should we just tease to the guys here what we're currently talking about building?
Yeah. I mean, did you start already? I'm not sure. Like, did you?
I have the drawing ready. It's kind of like what I want to do.
Are you drawing your builds first? Really?
Sometimes when I don't have inspiration, I sketch them out first because I'm like, otherwise it's just I end up deleting everything and starting over. But to those of you on both our streams here, Fry and I are working on a new collaboration build.
Yay!
Surprise!
It has to do with overhanging second floors.
Yes. So seeing that both Fry and I are Europeans, but we live in different countries, Danish architecture, the kind of old school traditional one, and the German ones are very similar, but very kind of has different vibes as well. And the collaboration that we're currently working on right now is a 50-50 build where I build on one half of the builds and we kind of have this street road in the middle, and she built on the other half, and I am going to build a traditional German house.
Yeah.
And Fry is going to build a traditional Danish house. So seeing that we have a lot of similarities when it comes to our traditional builds and how they look, we thought that could be really interesting. So I'm actually going to have to make something like this house here where there are overhangs.
But like the one thing, okay, go to the back of the house because somebody pointed that out. Where is on the right side upper floor, where is the window, or why is there no window, and why is there like the overhang for me looks too big as well. Like it's too much overhang on that side. I would have tucked that in or somehow. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Where's the window? Where's the window there? Yeah, definitely. It's kind of weird. Like also the overhang is not symmetrical.
It's not like what?
It's not symmetrical. Like on the behind side it's overhanging, but on the front it's not overhanging. That kind of room.
Yeah, so that's annoying. It's not pleasing to the eyes at all.
It's not symmetrical at all. Also, I would put in this freaking... Wait.
But would you say that
now I'm renovating it again.
But would you say that this is kind of like the German ones?
Yeah, of course the timber it's not dark enough. Like we would have dark timber because we have like these kinds of wood. So it would be dark timber black. Usually, of course, we paint it black with like something that is like a dark color. So we have white and black usually, and that's
So yeah, the difference when Fry and I talked about doing this collaboration, the difference between the Danish and German kind of like timber style like this house is that the Danish ones, we normally don't have 2 floors. And when we does, the second floor is kind of like hidden under the roof, so there's not a lot of space. But also the coloring, we use dark timber and a yellow all the time if it is to be like this. And when there's not like a lot of timber work, it's just all yellow all the time, especially up north in Jutland where I live. We have a lot of these yellow, there's like a whole freaking town with yellow houses, which is
which I'm looking forward to, because we don't have much timber framing in The Sims
no,
with yellow, so.
But that's for you to figure out, isn't it?
Yay! So looking forward to that. But yeah.
Exciting! But yeah, that's kind of what we're working on now together, because we know a lot of you guys really like when we collaborate together, and we always have a really good time doing it. So it's of course a natural thing to keep doing that. But the house is not too bad. At least there's a toilet.
There's a toilet. You know how bad houses, like, now that I'm listening to you, I'm like, you know how bad houses are if there's like if you're lucky that you have a toilet. Just think about it. Just think about it, that you're lucky to have a toilet. What the hell is this? Like, just imagine you're buying a house and the freaking marketer, or what's it called? Like the person who shows you the house is like, you even have a toilet. Like, as if it's like a special thing to have a toilet.
Like,
but yeah.
When we like, okay, so does it come with appliances like a fridge? Oh yeah. What about a toilet? No, you have to buy that yourself. Oh, okay.
Doesn't make any sense.
Toilet then.
Yeah.
But yeah, this house is again. I want to do makeovers here now. I feel like we should do this, Fry. Like, just do a stream where we have like maybe do
makeovers of it. Yeah.
Yeah, of the same build, so people can see us on each stream and kind of like, and we cannot see what each other are doing, because I feel like it could be really fun.
Blue Salad asking, could you do other European styles later? Yeah, sure. I mean, I did Spanish Mediterranean already, but like maybe like what other European, like maybe Eastern European would also be interesting, like Polish
so many European
or something.
Styles.
Yeah, like we could do like for different countries. And
like
see what's
kind of
different.
Around the world things.
Yeah. I mean, we already so many Simmer did this, but it could be interesting to have it like a theme, and also only us collabing, and only that we both do that or something. I don't know, like to.
Oh, that could be so good. We've done so many builds together anyway, so take it
Let's
around
do
the
more.
world. Around the world with Fry and Auvbri.
Oh. But yeah, I fixed a little bit of it. Oh my god, this window here is also. Why is that there? Okay, there we go. It has definitely lots of issues with symmetry of the windows and where the windows are
which
and
is
stuff.
Annoying to look at.
Doesn't make so much sense, but yeah, I guess this is what we have to do now. Also, I don't get why there's a hallway. I mean, I detest hallways so much.
Without anything, like I don't mind hallways.
No, I hate hallways. Like long, unuseful hallways, or I hate them.
Really?
So I just made like one of the rooms bigger.
Oh, don't come to Denmark then.
Like long. What I really hate are like these narrow, long hallways that usually don't even have a freaking window. And then you have like your rooms coming from the hallway. That for me is like the worst interior architecture ever. Like, that's something I always try to avoid. Sometimes, of course, houses have that, like huge mansions have like these long hallways. But then again, you have at the end like a huge window or something that focuses on, like, you know.
Yeah.
But then you have them in like some apartments. I used to live like as a kid in a huge apartment that was like really big. and there you came into the front door, and it was like a long dark hallway with no windows, and you had like your living room and everything going from that hallway, and it was always so depressing coming home because you came into this dark hallway and you can't put any like closet or something in there because it's a narrow hallway, and it's it was just depressing. I hate this, and I always try to avoid this because it really makes you feel uncomfortable, like in your life, to come home and see this dark narrow hallway first.
Yeah, it sounds a bit creepy.
Kind of was like that as well, but yeah, I hate that. Don't do that.
The staircase in this build doesn't have a freaking railing. There's no railing. There's no staircase railing on.
But I hate though, like in the Sims, if you put a railing on, you can also see it upstairs. Cutting through the actual. That's something that annoys me. It's different. It's like a small thing, it's like it's not something I have to fix. Too. But I hate it upstairs, for example, if you just put something in and then have this diagonal going in there as well. Like,
it looks... also, sometimes with like the staircase railing, the end of it, like that little column thing, doesn't actually match up with the same style of the fencing. So sometimes the railing is smaller. And
it's clipping through as well.
Yeah.
But it's okay. But I think like from the exterior it doesn't look as bad. Like some windows were just not symmetrical, and I hate that. Also, I can make this smaller, like the whole.
Now I kind of want to make a house with unsymmetrical windows, just to
annoy them.
Just to annoy you, like, oh, right, look at this. I'm gonna send pictures to you so you can wake up to unmatched windows. But yeah, it's kind of a good house. It just needs some. Again, I just want to redo every single fucking build in this world, but
and it's not that much that you have to do for renovating it as well. Like it's an okayish kind of thing.
Yeah,
okay-ish. That's a okay kind of build on this one. Like there's not so much to do. Like what I'm doing right now is just like polishing, I would say. Like it's not that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
But if you guys don't have any more houses to look at, is there any questions you guys have for us, both of us or individuals? We will try to answer to the best of our abilities. So post them in the comment section in either stream, and we'll take a look at them.
Yeah, like in the chat, because I can't look at the comments. I can't look at the comments right now. Please write it in chat. But we already got like a on your post, on your community post, we already got like a really good question.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let me just go to that actually.
Yeah, can you read this out? Like I think it was on Damage Lost Broken. By the way, hi. She's like one of my first time viewers ever. Like I can remember I had like, I don't know, one subscriber or something. She was one of the, I can remember that. So cool. Big shout out to her. She's like the real trooper, putting up with me all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, she's really good. Oh yeah, I remember her. She's been with me for a very long time as well. Okay, so let me
switch to SimTalks again. Hi.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I want to be professional. There we go. Okay, so the first question that was posted on my community tab was from Liz Blomberg.
Okay.
Which seems very German to me. She asked, I know that The Sims have been around for about 19 years now. I've played since the game came out, and I've loved watching the game evolve with the technology and such over the years. What are some of the advances you think we'll see in the next 19 years?
In the next 19 years. So
yeah, let's just say the future. And what do you want to see happen? I mean, I honestly feel like virtual reality is gonna be a deal, like a thing in The Sims. But yeah, just keep... That
you kind of are in first person and you are the Sim walking around and doing stuff.
Exactly. They already took it like a dip their toes in with the first person view. I feel like virtual reality. I want to, and we've talked about this too, I want to see The Sims Online.
Yes. I mean, we said this in a couple of things, and I also think this is going to happen. Like, not in Sims 4. I can see it implemented in Sims 4 now because it's like already far progressed. Performance, exactly. But I can see it, like, if they don't do this with Sims 5 base game, if we get a Sims 5. But I'm just pretty sure we are going to get Sims 5 because it's a pretty cool franchise. Still, people are buying it. You know, I think EA has like some incentives to come up with Sims 5. So I still think Highland-san. And I think like in Sims 5 there has to be some online option somehow. Has to be like a real one where we can like build together on one lot in real time or something that you would have like in Minecraft and all these other games.
Oh yeah, that would be so fucking cool.
That would be just off the
already
park.
Like kind of implemented something like that in The Sims 3 where you could send your sim to another Sims game. And they would like stick around there, maybe hang out with your sim and then come back to your game. Yeah. But I want to see, like you said, a full implementation. So we get kind of like what they have in Minecraft. So our sim can live in the same world. We can build together in real time.
But I can also think as maybe we had Sims Online with Sims 1. Back then in those days, not so many people had like a good internet connection. You know, so Sims Online wasn't like you had to pay monthly, I think, to use Sims Online as a chat kind of playing experience. But nowadays, I mean, that was 2000 or something. Nowadays, we have 2019. It kind of makes sense to do this now because people are just used to having something online and talk to people and like multiplayer.
And if you don't live in Germany, you actually have a good but yeah, I feel like online definitely one of the things that I can see in the future. Again, I see them bringing back the open world because people really hated The Sims 4 when it came out, and I still hate the freaking load screen every single time you play the game, and every single time you have to do something there's a fucking load screen. So I see them bringing that back again. Also, I don't see them going the more realistic route that they are. I feel like The Sims has gotten more cartoonish over the years.
I also don't like that The Sims is getting more and more PG, so to speak. If you look what Sims 1 had in there, you know, they kind of rephrased it. But recently I just retweeted what Spring Sims, another really cool creator, which you would basically... Guys, you have to... subscribe to him, Steven. He's one of the first simmers who did a collab with me, so I would never forget that. He was kind of, you know, one of the first that I met in the Sims community. Anyways, he's playing The Sims 1 now, again, on his streams. And I can remember there's like a clip which I had to retweet and kind of share with everybody because there was like this bed that was shaped like a heart, and it could vibrate. I think it was from Hot Date or something. It was like kind of these cheap loft motel beds. They could put in like some money and then it would vibrate and the Sims could woohoo in there as well. So they can also kind of put money in there. The Sim gets naked and relaxes. It was called relaxing nakedly in the bed. So you know what I mean.
I remember that.
So we're basically masturbating, I think. I mean, that's... So there was masturbation in there. And now we don't have that. I mean, you could also still call it relaxing, you know, just to make it PG. But they would never put this in now. I don't feel like they would put this in now. Like all the kind of ranchy things that you could put in that maybe kids don't get, but maybe older people get, like adults would understand. Yeah. That's something that I'm missing in The Sims since Sims 3. So since...
I mean, you can't even...
kind of got more kid-friendly, even more.
Yeah,
you know?
You can't even woohoo in the freaking shower.
Yeah, couldn't you woohoo in the shower first? Like, I was not even sure. Like, when people talked about it, they told me...
No, in The Sims 4, you haven't been able to do that. You can woohoo every freaking place. Like, this freaking sex bush. But you cannot woohoo in a shower, which is so weird to me. Because I feel like the animation would be the same.
Yeah, just put like the two Sims in there and then it's like this pixel thing. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean,
flowers and hearts coming down from the sky. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely think also like that we don't have nectar anymore, and the Sims don't get drunk really. It's also something that we had before, and now we don't have this in the game. Which is something also like in this corner, we try to do it really mainstream, family friendly, not so much, controversial stuff in that kind of direction. So I think what I would like to see is that they go a little bit back to relaxing nakedly in beds and kind of make out in the shower and having a little bit more alcohol, or I don't know, like something that is... I mean, it's not a good thing to drink and smoke and stuff, but it's still something that is affecting life, and you can see it like in real life somewhere, and it's also kind of cool for character storytelling maybe or something. So I think that should be brought back somehow, even though, of course, it's bad, but still it's cool. Like, just put it in there.
Yeah, that's what I really liked about The Sims 3 as well. They really pushed the boundaries of what they could actually do with the game. Seeing that they had this, what is it called, PEGI whatever rating here in Europe, teen for whatever.
Yeah.
But they really
But
liked
it's not teen now, isn't it? For 6-year-olds now? Wait.
Yeah, I
what's
think
the
so.
rating? What's the American rating of The Sims? Maybe Sim Donut knows, because I think he's American. Maybe he can tell me what the rating is, because I think in Germany it's 6 years old even.
Yeah, I think if it's 6 in Germany, it's the same for Denmark, because we have the same rating system.
Yeah, I mean, no 6-year-old would play The Sims, but still, it's like so family friendly that it's rated for 6-year-olds. I don't think it's 12, because we have 6, 12, 16, 18. So the next step would be 12, and I don't think it's for 12. Like, I don't see it happening. I don't pay attention to that rating stuff. I'm an old man. Yeah, okay.
Eleonora says that there a juice addiction as a quirk in Get Famous. There might be, I don't know. But
there's a juice addiction now, as a quirk. But still, it's not base game, or like since base game we have these drinks and all of them are non-alcoholic.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
they called it nectar to get around that PEGI rating thingy, but still they could get drunk, and that was really funny. You can't get that anymore. They just... I also feel like it's very pointless to go to a bar in The Sims, because why? You just invite people over. They do the same interactions. Like paying for drinks in The Sims 4 does nothing other than hurt your wallet. Sims is rated T for teen, and I wasn't allowed to play it as a kid. Okay, thank you, Teddy.
Yeah, okay. Some Donut also wrote, like, the game is catering to 12-year-old girls who weren't even alive when The Sims started. That's a good point, because I've been talking about with other, like, people of the gaming industry and like my friends who are really into games and stuff, and also on YouTube kind of hangouts, for example, because people have been asking, of course, in these meetups about YouTuber, what are you doing? I was like, I'm doing time-lapse builds about Sims, and everybody kind of cringes and stuff. It's like, oh, it's so weird. But and then we kind of talk, and the cool thing about The Sims is everybody knows the game. Like, even people who don't play video games have heard about The Sims and know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how prominent the game is, like the whole franchise. They may not know that they, like, I met a couple of people, oh, we're at Sims 4 already, and like they don't, all this kind of stuff. And that's okay, but they know that it's like kind of like a playing dolls, virtual kind of life simulation stuff. So they don't know how the game actually is, because they never played it, but they know what it's about. And what is interesting is that people who play games have all played Sims at one point, like Sims 1 or till 4, like, doesn't matter. They have played it because it's so casual that everybody has at least played it at one point of his life or her life.
Yeah.
And what what we were talking about is that these people are like my age and like definitely over 25 or something. I don't know, over 20, let's say over 20. Yeah. And we were talking about that it's getting more and more catered to young girls, which is true, but then again, look at the people who are playing it. Like, I think that over 50% are young girls playing. I think that the older generation kind of who grow up with it and knows about the Sims 1 and the nectar thing and vibrating beds and stuff, you know, that those people, because they, you know, they have to work and they have their own families, you don't play as much later in life as kids do, because they have more free time. They have more time to play. And I think this is why they may be catering to those people who are actually playing it more. And sadly, it's not sad. I mean, it's cool that younger kids, like especially girls, are coming into the gaming thing, because I always hated that, like, gaming is for boys and stuff. I hated that. The Sims is kind of more for everybody. But still, it's they're catering, I think, for the bigger demographic here. So I can't blame them if they do that. You can't blame like devs to catering to those people who play it the most. Of course, there will also be, but I think we are getting old now, and we're definitely not the main demographic again. Like, we are not. We have to face that. I'm sorry, but we are getting old, and you already have the same, like, the wrong sex. So I'm sorry for you, but you're definitely out. I think it's 80% female players or something.
Yeah, Dark Wolf also says that the thing is they can't customize per country, and in the USA we know this, but it is a legalization against advertising adult stuff to kids, which is probably why they create the game that it is now compared to previous games, because they have very strict rules in America compared to Europe when it comes to stuff like that. So that makes a lot of sense. I totally agree with you. It is not catered to us, but I still feel like a lot of people at the age of 20 or over grew up with The Sims and have kind of played it. So we still, I mean, look at Lazy Game Reviews. He still plays The Sims and he loves
definitely,
it.
And I mean, if the whole franchise is still like the same, it kind of still feels like Sims. I mean, there's still also no other game that's like Sims. Like, there's no, you know, all the ego shooter, there are so many of them. There's so many role-play games. There's so many, but we don't only have this life simulation. It's just this one. There's no other competition there, like out there. You can only play The Sims. If you like these kinds of games, there's only The Sims. And
so give us freaking online. Thank you. Let's jump to the Damaged but Lost. Damaged, Lost, Broken was the name. She said, "Yay, I loved your last podcast. You two are so fun to watch." Thank you for that. First of all, my question for both of you is, how do you come up with the ideas to utilize unique designs other than looking at pictures and architecture? Especially landscaping, you both do that so well. Thank you. I don't know, do you want to start with this, Fry?
So for builds overall, if I have like an idea, it's two different ways how I approach a build. Like when I have bulldozed a lot and I know what I want to build. There's one that is like realistic. So I look at photos online on Google and stuff and kind of, for example, we are going to do the traditional Danish house. I'm going to look at some pictures. And then I will kind of come up with something, you know, like I know that I need timber framing. There are like certain aspects where I know, okay, I'm going to use these as inspiration. And then I just pick some features that are typical for that kind of house. For example, it's just one story. It's yellow. It has timber framing. It's a steep roof, you know, all these kinds of stuff. So I know these have to be in there. Sometimes it's the layout would be tricky, which would not be the Danish house because it's a rectangle, to be honest. But then I would sketch it beforehand. For landscaping, it's the same. But I think for landscaping, lots of people told me that my landscaping is really good. I don't see it as it is, but I think that some people on landscaping especially are putting too many different bushes and flowers in. I'm kind of a little bit more minimal, to be honest, with my amount of different flowers and stuff, because I don't like to have freaking 10 shades of pink in there. It's just something that annoys me. Kind of also makes it look a little bit not cluttered, but like too much. Like you have to By the way, Karl Lagerfeld, he died this week, and I'm going to quote him. And he was like, "The next step after trendy is trashy." And I will use this, and I will use this now as well. Like, to have it really good, it's like a certain amount of clutter that you can make it look realistic. But if you go over the top, it looks too much, like there's too much going on, and it's not cool looking anymore. And I think it's the same with especially flowers. Stay away from flowers. Definitely. I'm going to use more of the grass and like the bushes. And then flowers, maybe I take 2 or something. It also has to do with what is around the world. So if you're in Oasis Springs, you use the cacti and the succulents more than, of course, I don't know, like the hydrangea or whatever you have there. And that's like it. And also what I did say last time in one of my, I think it was a windmill farm, if you want to make the house look bigger, put small stones and smaller trees. Like, everything has to be smaller, so it kind of looks like the house looks bigger.
Exactly.
That's the second thing, and I think that's all that I can say about landscaping and like inspiration.
I mean, we tackled. Let's just come back to landscaping. We tackled that in a very similar way, and I've talked about this many times in streams and on this podcast as well. But when I do landscaping, I kind of do the same thing as you do. I don't want like 50 shades of pink or yellow in my
Yeah, it makes sense. For example, you did it for the fairy tale treehouse thing. There it makes sense because it has to be over the top and kind of fairy tale-ish. There it makes sense. So it doesn't apply on every build, but if you want to go realistic, that's definitely how you do it.
Like if you're going for, we did a stream a little while back. We did like these wooden cabin things where I like went a bit over the top, but again, I do this thing, and I say this all the time, where I look around the world and I pick the flowers that I can see that the team has put into the world. So I know if I pick this particular purple flower, it matches, and I don't put in other flowers that I don't see around the world, because it's, for me, it's kind of like the best way to make one cohesive lot. Also in Wittenberg, in the city part of the town, there's not a lot of the gardens that has stuff in it, because there's nothing there. So if I were to do that, I would just like go really minimal and try to keep it kind of on the low key. But looking for me on the architecture, how I get ideas on unique designs and stuff, I think it's different from people to people. I like to look at first of all Instagram, Google, all that stuff where you can find inspiration. But mostly it's for me when I see something. For example, I'm working on the Atlantis build from Disney at the moment.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Like a castle.
Yeah, I'm working on that town with the floating heads in the middle because I just thought it looked so cool, and you got me into the debug mode. Damn you. So I was like, these would fit so well. So I'm kind of working on that at the moment.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just, if I see something in movies, shows, whatever it might be, and I think this is a really good idea, use that. Not even if you're trying to recreate some stuff, but if you see something that you think that could be a really cool idea to try and do something like that, or like if you see a show that's kind of like a post-apocalyptic world, try to recreate something from that.
Now you can with the Strangerville objects, guys. Yay!
Yeah, exactly.
But
kind of like draw inspiration from the world around you and from things you see and stuff like that. For me, that's the best way to create content for my channel.
Also, how I build, but I think you do this as well. I build from the outside to the inside. Like, no real architect would do that. No architect, they work the other way around, obviously. But I always work from the outside to the inside. Like, the look outside, and then I do the layout inside, which is also a pain in the ass then, because you have to figure out how you do the layout properly. But it's definitely how I work. Yeah.
Have you ever tried that? Trying to, hey, Brunetti, welcome. Have you ever tried to to build the other way around. I forced myself in one build to start with the interior and build all the rooms inside and really fit them the way that I wanted. And then I went to the exterior and had to figure out how to make that work. And I hated it. I hated it because I like to
difficult.
do the exterior work first.
Me too.
Really get that down to just like, I feel like, oh, they're so pretty to look at. People are gonna love this. And then you walk inside and it's just like, okay, how are we gonna do this?
I have somebody in chat saying that so first of all, I had like Sim Donut was like a landscape designer for 30 years, so we had like a pro here for landscaping, and it was easy for him always to landscape. And then we had a commentary from Flaky. Wait, where is it? I have to scroll, but it's about that we don't have so many different like flowers and bushes. Like with this pack, for example, we got none with Strangerville, by the way, but in the world there are new cacti and succulents and like new trees, but you don't have them in build and buy. And you also, by the way, guys, don't have them in debug, because I thought they would be in debug, but we don't even have them in debug. And we have this so many times, like especially landscaping or other kind of decorations that are for exterior purposes that you don't have in build and buy and debug, but you see them in the world around you. And I hate that we don't have, because they're actually in the game, you know, like they have made them, like these objects are there, but so they annoying. Don't put them in the like usable. And it would be so much better if they just have somebody make a list. Like I give them a week. It's just one person they have to kind of sort out for a week, and they have to make like a list of all these things because they're already in game, and then just have like a team that kind of brainstorms how to do that. But I think because you have the 3D models already in the game, and they don't have to be even like usable, but because it's a freaking bush, it doesn't have to be, you know, like you can just put them into the build mode because they don't have another purpose as decoration. There's nothing else you can do with it anyways.
That was the same thing with the Jungle Adventures. Like just the fact that those 3 pot plants didn't come separately, but they had to be a clutter of those 3 was so annoying. Also, the countertops, why there wasn't a counter matching to that so you could have a bar stool by it. They fixed that so quickly. So, like, I haven't seen all the items like you have, but, I mean, come on. Put it in.
Also, Blue Salad says, if you want the house to work in gameplay, you should try the opposite way. I mildly agree. If you do the layout first, like if you build from the inside to the outside, what I think happens is sometimes that there's like 2 different layouts. There's a realistic layout, and then there's a layout that would be cool for gameplay and make it really easy. That would mean that the bed is really next to the toilet, and then the toilet is really next to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like the smallest paths, you know, like they're really, really tiny paths. So everything is really, but nobody has a freaking kitchen next to their bedroom except they have like a small apartment or like a really small house. But then usually you have like the kitchen next to the living room or the hallway or something, entrance or something.
Dark Wolf also says that she wonder if perspectives of landscaping differ based on cultural upbringing. So in South Africa, a former British colony, and what the English did bring plants to them. Yeah, I totally feel like depending on where you are in the world, and even Danish and German gardens differ, even though we are neighbors. I mean, it depends on where you are in the world.
For example, the gnomes. Do I have to say more? Garden gnomes.
Like we don't have gnomes here at all.
But in Germany we have like some, I mean, not everybody has it, definitely not. It's like a thing. It's also like there's a phrase, but not a phrase, like, but we are kind of mocking people who have a gnome in their front yard or like in their front garden and stuff. Like it's a saying that these people are kind of very, I don't know, like the only humorous thing they do is like putting up the gnomes and that's it. Like no humor at all. Like no... Like, it's not a cool thing to do. Like, no young person would ever put a freaking gnome in their garden.
No.
That's it. It's like very kitsch.
The same thing that Americans have with the freaking pink flamingo, plastic flamingo.
Yeah, but I asked lots of Americans already about it, and they were like, what, a flamingo? I'm like, yeah, I've seen this in so many like movies. I think especially like Las Vegas and like California, these like Arizona, you know, like Strangerville, for example.
Yeah.
And then 70s, 60s, and you will see a freaking plastic flamingo in their front yard. And I've never ever seen this in Europe anywhere. So, and since we have this in Sims 1, I was always wondering what the hell is up with that. And they were like, okay, I've never seen this in real life. But they have heard that it was like a big thing in the 60s and 70s. So it's not a thing anymore. Like the gnomes still are in Germany, by the way. So it was like a phase like of a couple of decades where it was a thing in America to have like a pink flamingo in the front yard or like next to the house or something. But it's not anymore.
An old leggy tacky people do that. So old ladies. Ash asks if we can explain what the debug mode is. So I'm gonna give this up to my queen of debug modes, Fry.
Say no more. The debug mode was just a question what the debug mode is.
Yeah, what it is.
I'm going to show you real quick. So here we are. Let's go to my sim.
I just saw the snappy finger. Because it was delayed.
So we are going to go into build mode somewhere. And if you're in build mode, of course, there are a couple of cheats. If you're in build mode, you can only look at the stuff that your Sims can buy. But there's also a hidden kind of, I don't know, menu. Or like, a menu, I would say. Of things that your Sims can actually also have on their lot that has to do with gameplay. For example, you can find all the cups and all the food, which won't work, but you can put it there.
Yeah.
So you go into build mode and then you press, of course, Control-Shift-C to upload to... Sorry for the... I just crashed on my microphone. Then you put in bb.show hidden objects, because that's what it basically is. It's hidden objects in the game and nothing will happen. So you can put in debug, for example, into the filter. And you will now find lots of funny things. That's why it's also called debug mode, because you have to put in debug to find all these things. Because they won't be shown, of course, in a normal menu. And you have, of course, like a pot and you can also find, for example, an aloe vera plant that you usually don't have in game. I don't know why. It doesn't cost anything, so this is cool if you want to have a really cheap garden, because you have a plant for 0. I really have to think that because I don't want to spoil Strangerville, and I have Strangerville. That I kind of quickly scroll over it so you don't see what's coming in the story mode. But yeah, you have the books, for example, you have babies, there's crazy stuff, so be very, like, try to save a lot. So sometimes stuff will happen, it's not very safe. Some things will disappear if you place them. Some things can't be deleted later. So be advised that you can find cool stuff from gameplay and like hidden stuff as well in there. And it's cool for decoration. Yeah,
for example, the magical tree house that we did. I used a lot of debug items from that to get it to look magical, because also a lot of the hidden worlds that are in The Sims 4, a lot of those items you cannot find unless you use the debug mode. So there's a lot of items in there that are really useful in the debug modes. But again, a lot of them are useless. Like if you put a cup of water down, your Sim is not able to use it.
Yeah.
And it will most likely just disappear, or you are going to have to throw it out yourself. But if, for example, I know you did this as well, but created a vineyard, I placed 1,000 of those freaking grapes from the debug mode because it was the easiest way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which I never do because I'm so I hate the whole gardening thing. I hate it in gameplay. Of course, it looks cool. Like it makes sense if you have a vineyard to have grapes growing there. But I hate it to garden, so I don't even come up with like putting these grapes in there, like all the collectibles are there. Like I don't care. And you only use them for decoration if it's like a diamond or something, like these fossils or whatever. These I kind of use a lot of them.
Blue Salad also asks if debug items don't get deleted when you download House from the gallery. No, it depends on what item it is. So if you download, again, for example, the Magical Treehouse, all of those items are still there because they can be found in the worlds in some shape or form. But if it is a glass of water that your sim has have to interact to get through another object, it will disappear. So plants and stuff like that will stay, and the lionfish head and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's the lionfish, for example.
But, but other items like glasses of water or books or whatever, they probably will disappear. So
yeah.
It's kind of like the fine line. You have to figure out what disappears and what doesn't. Which is a lot of trial and error, honestly.
Blue Salad says, don't debug items get deleted when you download homes from the gallery. Not all of them. You have to try. For example, I know that I just showed like the alien plants, for example. They are there. They also transfer in the gallery. And also all the planted, like what you have like with the seeds. All the seed stuff will be appearing in the gallery as well, like if you download from the gallery. But for example, food, not working. I think there was like all the collectibles, for example, work, you can transfer them. So basically you could put like a lot and put like all the collectibles in there, like all the Easter eggs or all the diamonds and all the whatever. Like these all transfer, so you can make like the ultimate kind of room where every collectible is in there. You just place it and kind of cheat a little. That's basically possible, but there are some things that you have to try to upload and then download to see if it's working. It's basically sometimes doesn't make sense. Like I tried a lot. This is also why I sometimes don't use some stuff that people were like, yeah, but you could use them up from debug. And it's like, I already know that they aren't debug, but they won't be in like in the download file. So I don't even bother putting them in. Yeah,
it might look good in the recording. And that looks so good. But when you download the house, there, so why even bother to put it in?
Because people don't have it.
Is there any other questions, guys? Hit us up.
I had like another one. Now I have to scroll up because I had like
chat is booming. I love it.
Yeah, it's like Sim Donut and Flaky Gaming are like this talking about the pink flamingo. The pink flamingo is a thing. It's like a conversation starter.
Flamingos are just the lionfish of the 60s. Love it. Harry, welcome.
Hello, Harry. Yeah. And also, wait, I did get like another question, which was really good, and I totally forgot it. But yeah, we had like the whole thing that we are looking forward to, what's going to maybe come in the next 19 years in Sims 4, and you had augmented reality, and we talked about online multiplayer or however. What I would also, that's the thing. Flaky, I think, said it. We don't have any competition, so Sims is still only like its own life simulation game that is out there. I mean, we have something that was more... what I would like to see is somebody try to do like a more mature way, of life simulation, maybe also with not as of a cute style as it is in Sims. I can see this being, so you have like kind of an incentive to go to that kind of, like for people like us who are older to kind of have that as a life simulation building, whatever. I mean, that would be cool, and I would definitely play this. And I also can feel that like other, like more male people would then play this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like not go for a teen rating or like a higher rating as well.
I saw they said this in your chat as well. And they mentioned a game like City Skylines, which is a perfect
SimCity,
example.
And then City Skylines.
Yeah, City Skylines. SimCity 5 was a
oh my god,
disaster.
I can remember that I downloaded it, I think like 2 years after its release. And that was when already SimCity 5 was dead. Like the developer said, okay, we're not going to support it anymore. We're not going to do anything about it.
They couldn't fix it.
And I downloaded the demo, and after 5 minutes, the demo kind of crashed my whole PC. I will never forget this. 2 years after release, they didn't even bother to kind of fix the base game demo.
Exactly. And that's when a company like, what is it, Paradox Interactive or whatever, actually came in and saved everybody who needed a really good city simulation game, because City Skylines, and I'm still playing this, it's freaking awesome. I love that game.
What I kind of think it's still sad is that, like, because SimCity was like kind of quirky, you know, like cities, that's the thing. Like, I don't want Sims to end, but I want like another option.
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
Older, you know.
Like the point, if another studio, and I don't want to see Maxis get shut down because Sims is not doing well, because they are the original creators. Yeah. But I want to see another studio come in, like Paradox came in with City Skylines, and say, hey, we have a live simulation game as well, and we can do this other stuff because we don't have this rating that is kind of holding us back.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did with City Skylines. They took everything that people were unhappy about with SimCity 5, and they said, okay, we can do this better. We can fix this. We can make it better. And
I'm also kind of sad that SimCity is over now. Like, nobody's working on a new SimCity. Like, it's totally done. Maybe in I don't know how many years somebody is like, hey, didn't we have that franchise called SimCity?
Yeah, exactly.
And do like a really bad reboot or something. But it's like sad, because it was a game that I really liked to play, especially 2000, and like it was so cool. I love the whole quirky, like you have like, I don't know, do you have that in City Skylines, that you can still put like a huge alien infestation that kills half of your population stuff? That would be so cool to have as well.
They have so many expansion packs for City Skylines at this point,
okay,
like
so
with aliens, natural disasters. They even put in radio stations that you can listen to that kind of tells you what's going on in your city while you're playing, which is also really cool. They really evolved that game into something really special, and I again, if you like simulation games, city simulation, go check out City Skylines, because it's really great.
But maybe something like that, like, you know, like with City Skylines, just with Sims, you know, to have like a different option, kind of also different look. That would be cool. It doesn't have to do with actually, it's not even like a answer to the question, but it's something that I could see happening in the next 19 years, that somebody kind of realizes, like some studio kind of realizes, hey, we have so many Sim players, why don't we do something similar but different, and maybe grab some of those players for us or something. Like, I can see this happening in the next 19 years somehow. Finally. Like, that wasn't even...
Darkwolf says that there are mods for The Sims, more adult stuff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but it's still the same style, you know, like the cartoony style.
He's not sure if a whole new game is needed. We're not talking about a whole game. We're just talking about something that they did with City Skylines, where they fulfill a need for a whole game that's somebody like Maxis can't fulfill, because they are under certain restrictions like ratings and stuff like that. So we don't want that game to fail. We just want another option, because competition is always good. It makes games better. I mean, just look now. I'm a huge PlayStation guy, and Uncharted and Tomb Raider are probably one of the two games that are best described in competition, because those two games are so similar, but they are so different as well, because they like push each other to make better games, which is what we want for the Sims franchise as well. I mean, competition is good.
Somebody in Spanish asked me if I like the paella. Yeah, I'm not eating them right now, but I like to eat it sometimes, yes.
Oh, so good. Paella.
And Sim Donut says, isn't Second Life basically the adult version of The Sims? Second Life is, first of all, in my opinion, not a live simulation. It's an online chat. That's it. Yeah. And it's like a 3D chat. And we had 3D chats even before Second Life came around. It's basically a chat. That's it. that's it. It's not a game, in my opinion. There's no game really implemented. They kind of made it so you can program something like mods do now in The Sims.
Yeah.
But still, it's not the same. And also because it's
really
a chat,
simulation.
of course, it got very adult very soon and very quick, if you know what I mean. I have been around on Second Life to kind of check out the build mode, by the way, when it came out. And it's very complicated. It's more like a 3D Sketch It or Blender or Maya, if you know these. But it's basically very basic, and you have to do everything yourself. It's like no real build mode implemented. It's like really you have to do the models yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem that there's any more questions in my chat.
I think, we already did it in 2.5 hours. That's like our...
Yeah, that's usually what we're trying to...
It's perfect. SimDonut says, if The Sims catered more to adults, it would do better. 12-year-old girls don't have money. Adults do. That's true. This is something that I was always asking myself, because there are lots of like games and stuff cater to the younger audience, and we also see this like on YouTube happening, like videos being catered to the very young audience, and then we always ask ourselves, hey, those can like buy the stuff that they are going to be shown in the advertisements. Why is this doing so good, like in advertisement wise and stuff? Why is these kinds of videos doing so good? Because they obviously can't buy these things, because they're like freaking toddlers watching the Frozen Elsa video again, over again and over again. And
oh my
this
god,
is
the
something...
second trailer.
Yeah, by the way,
Frozen 2, sorry.
And
so good.
This is something that I think it's because the kids want it, and then maybe the parents just buy it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you are getting tired there, but I think this is like, you don't underestimate the money that teenagers have. Like, because they kind of have partially the money of their parents, like, because I can remember that I've seen some like a study, I've read this somewhere, that like the second most, what is like grossing life stage is like teenagers from like 13 to 17 or something. Like, they are the buyers right now. Like, they buy a lot of stuff through online, and this is why they can track it more, and therefore you kind of cater to it more, because they think kind of makes it look that they buy more. I don't know if this is true. I don't think so, but it's like they are a huge demographic that kind of has the money to buy stuff. I don't know how this, but I just imagine.
My brother's much richer than me, says Rita. Gets $40 every week from my mom.
A Sims game is a typical Christmas present. Yeah, this is also like with the packs and how it all works. If you have like somebody who really likes playing The Sims, which pack do you want? It's like an easy... You can come up with it easily to get the pack and just buy it for your birthday, for, celebration, or like Christmas and stuff. And this is also what I did before when I was not being a YouTuber and EA Game Changer. I was always like, okay, this pack is out, please buy it for me for Christmas. That was like a standard on my list every time when people asked me, what do you want for birthday? I was like, put out the new Sims pack or something that I wanted. So that was like an easy thing. I
still have to buy them myself, so...
SimDonut says, I gave the Sims game, a base game, to my niece and nephew for Christmas. Yes, please, guys, put the base game out there. People need to play The Sims.
Yeah. Like, if people don't play and buy it, there's just no YouTube channel for... So...
Yeah.
Get them to
and
buy
now
it.
they ask you for the latest expansion pack next year. Yes, I'm pretty sure that will happen. Like, give us this and this pack. It's going to be really expensive.
Seasons. Give them seasons. But yeah, I don't know about you, Fry.
I think we are through for this thing, for this monthly podcast.
Yes, and of course we weren't joined by any guests this month because we had a very busy month, both of us. But
Yeah.
we both hope that you enjoyed this podcast, even though it was different than what we normally do. But we did something really fun, and Fry and I will talk about doing that streaming thingy where we kind of make over the same house on
At the
each
same time,
at the
yeah.
same time, and take a look at it when we're done. So let us know in the comment section down below if after this stream is done, if it's something you want to see. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, I think you already summed it up so beautifully.
Yeah,
I can't even say anything else. You just did it so perfectly. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Of course, this will go up as a video, I think, on your channel as well, right?
Yeah, both channels. As soon as the stream is over, the process the video, and then
in a couple of hours in my part, then.
Okay, and maybe like minimum an hour here, and then then it will go up on both channels, so you guys can watch it back if you so please to. So but
thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see us in the next live streams or videos and on Twitter, of course.
Fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Bye.
Bye.